With the baby at the background, please mute your mic. Have you muted your mic?
This call is now being recorded. This call is now taking notes.
Okay. So another one that I want us to look at is exocrine gland. EXOCRINE, exocrine gland. Now, in the case of exocrine gland, it's a bit different. Exocrine glands don't necessarily secrete hormones. They don't secrete hormones. They majorly secrete things like saliva, enzymes, and the host of others. Now, exocrine gland, this one, it has tubes. It has tiny tubes. So that means it has ducts, and they can easily secrete substances directly to where they are needed without making use of the blood. You get me? So typical examples, like in the stomach now, we have enzymes that are secreted so as to break down protein, so as to break down milk. We also have enzymes that are secreted in the duodenum, which is part of the small intestine. And these enzymes can also help to break down fats like lipase. It can also help down to break down still protein again, like trypsin. It can also help to break down sugar, or sorry, carbohydrate or starch, like amylase. So those ones are called exocrine gland. They can secrete substances through ducts. Even the saliva that comes from your salivary gland is also an exocrine gland. Do you now understand the difference?
Yes, sir.
Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good, good, good. All right. Now, with that being said, we are looking at hormonal coordination. Take note, hormonal coordination is under endocrine gland. That is why I wanted to emphasize on endocrine gland first before I now start talking about hormonal coordination. Okay, so what are hormones? It's not too far from the definition I gave you. Hormones are chemical or organic substances that are produced in one part of the body and then sent to the parts of the body that it is needed in small quantities or minute quantities. You understand? So as to carry out homeostasis, so as to carry out an internal balance of the body. That is what hormones is about. Can somebody read what is on the screen? Let me find out. Let me find out whether you are following. Can you see this? Can you see the write up on the screen? As you are reading, I will scroll.
Yes.
Okay, let's go now.
Those are hormones. Those are organic chemical or biochemical messengers made by endocrine endocrine needed in minute quantity in the target organ.
Yeah. So when you talk about the target organ, you are talking about the organ that this hormone is going to go and act upon. You understand? So that is what hormones are. So they travel in the blood to control body activities like growth, reproduction, and balance, homeostasis, endocrine system. Now, this is a diagram, and this diagram I am going to explain various hormones that are found in various glands and at various positions in the body for both male and female. You understand? Some are found in the same place for both male and female. Some are not found in the same place for both male and female. So that is what we are going to look at. All right. The first part we're going to look at is in the brain. In the brain. Now, in the brain, especially the forebrain, close to the hypothalamus. Have you heard of hypothalamus before? Huh? Have you heard of hypothalamus before?
Yes.
Okay. So hypothalamus is found in the forebrain, and this pituitary gland is also found there in the forebrain, close to the hypothalamus and also close to the midbrain, but it's part of the forebrain. Now the pituitary gland. This is the spelling of pituitary gland. If you don't know, this is the spelling of pituitary gland. This spelling here. So you see that's the exact point where it is found. Now the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland has up to 7 types of hormones, which I am going to explain. I'm going to mention one and then explain and all that. The first one we're looking at is prolactin. 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 The second one is oxytocin. Oxytocin. That's the second one. Then the third one is antidiuretic hormone, short form ADH. So it's spelled anti, ANTIDUIRETIC. Antidiuretic hormone. Okay. How many have I mentioned now?
3.
Okay, 3. Then we have somatotropin. 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 And then we have tropin, which is the last one. Okay, it's not the last one, but let's look at tropin. TROPIN. Then after tropin, we also have follicle stimulating hormone, FSH. Follicle stimulating hormone, FSH. That is the short form. Then we have LH, which is known as luteinizing hormone. Let me spell it: follicle stimulating hormone, for those of you that cannot spell it. We spelled FOLLICLE. Follicle, then stimulating. You should be able to spell stimulating now. Stimulating hormone. Then we have LH, luteinizing hormone. The spelling of luteinizing hormone is LUTEINIZing. Luteinizing, then hormone.
Can you come again? Sorry, sir. Can you come again?
For which one?
Hello.
Luteinizing hormone, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's spelled LUTEINIZing. Luteinizing hormone. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Now we are going to look at their functions, and as we are looking at the functions, some of them I want to talk about oversecretion and undersecretion. When I say oversecretion, it means that the hormone, the level of hormone that is being transported is just too much. When I talk about undersecretion, it means that the level of hormone that is transported is just too small. So that is what we're going to look at. We look at the functions, and then we look at some of them, not all of them. Some of them we look at undersecretion and oversecretion. All right. So the first one was prolactin, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Prolactin is responsible for the production of breast milk. It's responsible for the production of breast milk, especially in females. That's the function of prolactin. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then the next one we're looking at is oxytocin. Oxytocin is responsible for the flow of this breast milk. At times, you observe that some women find it very difficult to breastfeed their newborn because the breast milk is not flowing. That's because they are lacking this hormone known as oxytocin, which will make the breast milk to flow. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Apart from that, oxytocin also plays a role in that contraction and relaxation process during childbirth. You understand? It enables your uterus, even your vagina, all those parts. It enables them to expand and contract. So whenever the person is about to give birth, you know that period now they say push, push, push. You understand? It is the oxytocin that makes it very easy for the baby to come out. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Good. What's the next one I mentioned?
Anti-diuretic.
Yes, antidiuretic hormone.
Yes.
Now, antidiuretic hormone, short form is known as ADH. It helps in selective reabsorption. I don't know whether you've heard of the kidney before. Have you heard of the kidney before?
Selecting what? Sorry.
Selective reabsorption. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Now, I was asking a question. Have you heard of the kidney before?
Kidney.
Kidney, kidney.
Okay, yes, kidney.
Yes. You know, we have two types of kidney, one on the left side, one on the right side. Which one is higher? Is it the left hand side or the right hand side?
I don't know. I just know them that they perform the test.
Now, so the left hand side of the kidney is higher than the right hand side. So if you never knew, now you know. Okay. So back to what I was saying. There are millions of cells that make up the kidney, and those millions of cells that make up the kidney are known as nephron. 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 If you don't call it nephron, you call it urinary tubule. Urinary. Then tubule. Tubule. Urinary tubule. Is that point clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then this nephron and urinary tubule, they play a very vital role because they have what is known as Bowman's capsule. They have glomerulus, so they can carry out ultrafiltration, and then they have proximal convoluted tubule. Proximal convoluted tubule and distal convoluted tubule. They also have Hell's loop. I said they have proximal, Proximal, then convoluted, Convoluted, and they also have distal convoluted tubule, Distal, then convoluted, just like the one I spelled initially, convoluted tubule. Now, if you can call it proximal convoluted tubule or you call it first convoluted tubule, then the one for distal, you can call it distal convoluted tubule or you call it second convoluted tubule. Now, there's a reason why I'm emphasizing on this particular tubules. I told you that ADH is being released in the brain, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, when this ADH is being released, it enables those things I mentioned, convoluted tubule and also the Hens loop, to carry out selective reabsorption. Now, what is selective reabsorption? Selective reabsorption is a situation whereby some substances, instead of being excreted out of the body, they are taken back into the body because the body still needs them. You understand? For example, water. If the person is dehydrated and he wants to urinate, the process of formation of urine is going on. It's not all the water that will be taken out. Some will have to go back so that it can create a balance in the body, so that the person will not feel dehydrated, will not feel thirsty, and dehydration can lead to so many damages to the cell. So some amount of water needs to be taken back, either via diffusion or active transport. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So that is where ADH comes in. But if the person has sufficient amount of water in the person's system, maybe the person has drunk a lot of water, or the person is in an environment that is very, very moist, or the atmosphere there is not as dry as it ought to, the ADH, antidiuretic hormone, will not be released. Do you now understand the idea behind it? Do you understand the idea behind it?
Yes, sir. But sorry, the excretion is taken back to where? Is it to the brain or to the kidney? I didn't
What?
get that very well. The excretion. I mean
The
the absorption, selective reabsorption. You
the
said,
selective reabsorption takes place in the kidney, but without this ADH in the brain being released, it will not take place. That's why I'm
oh,
linking it to the kidney. You understand?
yes, sir.
Please let me blow my nose. I've been having a. Mm, I just had to do that.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. So as I was saying, that is for ADH. Now we are going to look at another one. What's the next one I mentioned?
Somatotropin.
Beautiful. Somatotropin. Now, somatotropin, I think I gave you the spelling. Yeah.
Somatotropin.
Now, somatotropin is also known as growth hormone. It's also known as what? Growth hormone. What is the function of somatotropin? So, somatotropin helps in the growth and development of bones, tissues of the body. You understand? It helps in the growth and development of bones and tissues in the body, meaning that it helps one to grow. That's the function of somatotropin. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm going to talk about oversecretion and undersecretion under the somatotropin. Let me start with oversecretion. If somatotropin is oversecreted in a child, if it is too much in a child, that child will end up being a giant. That is the definition of gigantism. The child will end up being a giant. All those Goliath things. You get me? You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the child will end up being very, very tall. Would you like that? Would you like to be as tall as that? When you want to enter someone's room, you have to bend down. You know?
No, no,
Would you like
no,
that
no.
kind of situation? You don't like that kind of situation?
No, no, sir.
Me say I don't like that kind of situation. I remember back then in my secondary school, uh, during assembly, we were a bit naughty then. We'll just be cracking joke during assembly, especially when national assembly is going on. Then this particular guy, the guy is innocent, a very good boy, but this guy is very tall. So when he sees what we're doing, he smiles. We are short. We are short now. They will not be able to detect us. But the first person they see is him. And the guy will just touch Jesus Christ for us. He'll be collecting cane anyhow. So so that's the disadvantage of being too tall. Now, I'm not done. It can also occur in adults. A full grown man, like me now, let's say, like me now, that's a full grown man. Yeah? all of a sudden, there is now so much secretion of somatotropin, the growth hormone. Don't think that I will grow tall. Oh. It's not. I will not grow tall. It's not. It is not uniform. Not all parts of my body that will grow at the same time. Just certain parts of my body. And it's even better that those certain parts of my body don't even grow at all, because it will make you look somehow like an alien or something.
Abnormal. You will look
Abnormal.
at
No, that's
you.
the word.
Yeah.
Abnormal. So let me tell you the certain parts that will grow. The certain parts that will grow is your hand, where you have your 5 fingers to grow. But the whole of that arm, your forelimb will not grow. Only that your hand. Then your legs, only your feet will grow. The whole of your feet will not grow. Just your feet will grow, looking big. Then your head will begin to grow. Only your head will grow. Your neck will not grow. Just your head. You understand? So you end up looking like Humpty
Okay.
Dumpty, something like that. Mm. Have you watched this film? They call E.T. One alien from space.
No, 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 I've not.
You not watched it. If you look at that alien, the head is bigger than the head is the one carrying the whole body. So if you're looking exactly like that, that is
Mm.
oversecretion of somatotropin or growth hormone in an adult. Now that situation is known as acromegaly. The spelling is Acromegaly. Acromegaly. Did you get the spelling?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So that's what happens in adults. Someone that is already an adult and is beginning to have oversecretion of somatotropin. All right, now we look at undersecretion of somatotropin. If it is undersecreted in a child, that child will end up being short, dwarfism. That child will be experiencing dwarfism, like in the case of Aki and Popo and the host of others. But in every disability, there's ability. See how those guys are raking in a lot of money. They're making so much money. I mean, they're rich.
Exactly.
So exactly. So would you like your son to be as short as that?
No?
So so as I was saying, that is what happens when there is under secretion of somatotropin. Mr. Shamshuddin, are you following?
Yes.
Good, 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 good. How many people do we have in the house? Can you please indicate? I want to know. I'm on the screen, so I can't really see the people that are present.
Okay, Vera is here.
Okay, yes. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
What about the others?
Um,
Wow. So it's only two
I
of you.
think we are, no, 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 we are not two. Precious is here. Jonah, is it Jonathan or Jonah is
Okay,
here.
Jonah is here. Okay, all right, all right. All right, let's continue. So what was the next hormone that I gave you?
Tropin.
Yeah, tropin. Now, tropin, it
Sorry, sir.
controls.
Sorry.
Okay.
Under secretion, you only talked about the one of the child when it's oversecreted in the child. What about adults?
Adult doesn't really have much effect because you have already grown to a certain stage, so it doesn't have effect on adults like that. It's only
All
children.
right, right.
Because if it starts in a child, it will be difficult for that child to grow.
Okay.
Mm.
All right, sir.
So back to what I was saying. The next one is tropin. So in the case
Yes.
of tropin controls every other endocrine gland. Yes, we have different types of endocrine gland in the body. Tropin controls it. Let me show you the diagram again. You see the different position where you have the endocrine glands, the different types of endocrine gland like adrenal gland, thyroid gland, ovary, testes, all those ones. The tropin controls all of them. So because the tropin is found in the pituitary gland in the head and it controls every other endocrine gland, the pituitary gland is known as the master gland. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the next one we're looking at is follicle stimulating hormone, FSH, follicle stimulating hormone. Function. The follicle stimulating hormone is responsible for production of egg cells in the ovary of a woman. So it helps in production of egg cells in the ovary of a woman. That's the function of FSH. Then that same FSH can also be produced. It can also play a role in men too. It helps in the production of sperm cells in males, especially in their testes. You know what I mean by testes? That thing that looks like ping pong balls. It looks like it's the border size. You understand? Okay, you want to know. You want to know. You want to know. You want to know. You're females. And Mr. Shamsuddin, you understand what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So that is where it is produced. FSH helps to produce the sperm cells in the testes. FSH helps to produce egg cells in the ovary. Okay. Now LH, which is luteinizing hormone. Luteinizing hormone is also found in both sexes. So in females, the luteinizing hormone helps in the production of the hormone. Oh, sorry, it helps in ovulation. It helps in ovulation. That is the release of these eggs, especially when they undergo menstruation, when women undergo menstruation. So it is this luteinizing hormone that enables these eggs to be released. You understand? Especially that when you have your monthly visitors. Miss Vera, you should understand what I'm talking about now, Abi?
Yes, yes, sir.
Now, so then this LH also plays a role in males as well. It helps in production of testosterone. Testosterone, yeah, which is the male hormone. Testosterone. When we talk about gonads, when we talk about testes, well, I will talk more on that testosterone. But for now, let us talk about the function of FSH and LH and stop there. Okay. I have given you the functions of FSH and LH. Let's do a recap. Can you please recall what I have said? Anyone that you remember, the functions of anyone that I've said.
You talked about the somatotropin
Mm-hmm.
that's responsible for the growth hormone.
Okay. Because I made reference to your child. You remember that one?
And the bones.
Okay. That's
And
good.
then the tropin that is the one in control of different types of endocrine gland.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Ah, Vera, you sharp today. Oh. Vera is on fire today. Oh.
I was ready for you.
The others are alpha. No, where's Nancy? Is Nancy there?
No, no.
Oh. What about what's the name of that guy? That was the name of that guy again.
Adam.
No, that guy now.
Aziz.
The guy that used to scam once it's 9 o'clock, he has gone.
Aziz.
Aziz, is he around?
No, no.
Oh, I hope they'll come on. They should not run. No. I'm missing them already. Okay. Any other one? Mr. Shamsuddin, how far you don't say something?
The prolactin for production of milk.
Which one? Is it the first one, prolactin?
Yes,
What did you say it does?
production of breast milk.
Beautiful, beautiful. Nice one, nice one, nice one.
The
Okay,
second
let's.
one,
Okay, you want to mention another one?
yeah, is the second one. What is it again?
Oxytocin.
Yeah, oxytocin, the flow of the breast milk.
And
The flow of the breast milk.
yes, the flow of breast milk and what? There are two things I mentioned that it does. Yeah,
Can
who
you
else can
remember?
help him? Who can help him out?
And the flow of breast.
Yeah, flow of breast milk. He has said that. There
Okay.
were two things I mentioned under oxytocin. I told you that it also enables one to give birth easily by the contraction and
Okay,
relaxation
the
process.
nipple
Mm,
contraction. Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We are done with pituitary gland, all the hormones in the pituitary gland. Now we are looking at another one. Let's look at the diagram. hmm We're looking at the neck. Now in the neck, we have two types. Can you see the diagram?
Yes, sir.
Now in the neck, we have two types of glands. We have thyroid gland and we have parathyroid gland. Parathyroid gland is found at the back of thyroid gland. You understand? Now the function of thyroid gland. Let me start with thyroid gland. Thyroid gland secretes a hormone known as thyroxine. Thyroxine is spelled Thyroxine. Thyroxine. Did you get the spelling?
No, sir.
I said
Okay.
Thyroxine.
Okay.
Thyroxine. Mhm.
All right.
All right, the function of thyroxine. Thyroxine helps in metabolism. It also helps in maturity of certain body parts. It helps in maturity of certain body parts, like the brain, like all other areas, other organs of the body. So it helps in maturity of certain body parts. You can also add growth as well. It's also a growth enhancer. So that is the function of thyroxine. And apart from that, thyroxine can also help animals such as tadpole to metamorphose, that is to change to full grown adults. You understand? So it helps organisms such as tadpole to metamorphose to full grown adults. Adult, it could be frog or adult toad. Did you get that? Did you get that?
No, sir.
I said thyroxine. Thyroxine helps in metabolism. One, thyroxine helps in the growth of certain body parts and maturity of certain body parts. Thyroxine helps in metabolism, growth of certain body parts, and maturity of certain body parts. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Then the last one I mentioned, thyroxine also helps in tadpoles. You know what a tadpole is?
No.
Ah, you know, no, yeah, oh, okay. A tadpole is a young one of a frog or toad. They swim in water just like fish. So after a certain stage, they grow out of that water and they act the role of a toad or frog. But you know frog, Sha?
Yes.
Do you understand what I mean now?
Yes, sir.
So the thyroxine works on the tadpole by converting it, by making it certain features of the tadpole to grow and become an adult toad. So without that thyroxine, it will not be able to change its stage from that young larval stage, which is a tadpole, to an adult toad or frog. Because amphibians, we have two types. We have toad and frog. So they both have tadpole stage. Toad has tadpole stage. Frog has tadpole stage. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Mr. Shamsudin, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to look at oversecretion and undersecretion of thyroxine. If thyroxine is oversecreted, especially in a child, that child will become restless, Those of you that used to look at people's children and be like, why is this child like this? So restless. It's because of oversecretion of thyroxine. So that child becomes restless. That child will be looking lean. Some of the symptoms that you know that this person maybe has oversecretion of thyroxine. The person will be looking lean no matter how much food he eats. The person's eyeballs is as if he wants to bulge out. It's as if he wants to come out of his eye socket. uh When you begin to see those features, you know that it be like say this child has a lot of thyroxine in the child's body. You get what I'm saying? So one key figure is that they are restless. They cannot stay one place. You beat them now, they are crying. They are thinking of the next thing to do. You get me? You understand?
Yes, sir.
I didn't get the second one. The child will be restless.
Yes, the child will be restless. And some of the symptoms, some of the signs that you know that this person is having this oversecretion of thyroxine is that the child will be having a bulgy eye, BULGY, as if the eye is coming out of his eye socket. The eye will be looking so big. Then the child will be lean.
Okay.
Even if the child eat a full pot of food, it still be looking like electric pole. It still be looking very lean. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is how you know that that child is having oversecretion of thyroxine. And a term for somebody that is having oversecretion of thyroxine is known as hyper, HYPER, hyperthyroidism, THYROIDISM. No, hyperthyroidism, HYPER, THYROIDISM, hyperthyroidism. So anybody that has oversecretion of thyroxine is known as having hyperthyroidism. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Can I move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm looking at undersecretion of thyroxine. So when thyroxine is undersecreted in a child, it can lead to a situation known as cretinism. 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 Now, what is cretinism? Cretinism is talking about a situation whereby the child or the individual in question is not developed mentally. The child is not developed mentally. Even physically, the child is not well developed. You understand? So, some of the symptoms that you know that this child is having cretinism is that they'll be looking very sluggish. Yes, and they'll be looking fat as if they've accumulated so much weight. You understand? And their eyes will be looking very small, something like microscope, very small. Then another thing again is that, uh, okay, I mentioned that they'll be sluggish, right?
Yes.
Then another thing again is they find it very hard to comprehend things, just like some like Down syndrome. They find it very hard to comprehend things, and you know their brain switches intermittently. Sometimes it can be as if they are assimilating fast, sometimes as if they are assimilating slow. I don't know, I think there was one particular boy that I suspect has it. Because when I entered the school, there's this particular school, which I don't want to mention the name, I went to teach. So they specifically told me that this child is a special child. I said, okay. I didn't even ask questions because I was thinking maybe the child is intelligent or something like that. Until I was in the class. You know, sometimes when I teach, I used to crack joke, everybody will laughing, and then we'll get back to serious work. So I finished cracking a joke. Listen to the time, 30 minutes later, I just heard this guy burst in laughter like this. I was afraid.
Wow.
I said, Jesus, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, Jesus, 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 save me, save me. That's when the student just say, sir, that's how he used to behave. Oh. I said, that's how he used to behave. So I now studied this guy. My mind just went to under secretion of thyroxine. So that's what this boy is suffering from. So when I asked the boy that, why are you laughing? The boy that said, the thing you said, the thing you said. I said, oh, people have problem. Oh. People just pray. If you don't have problem, just thank God. People have problem. Oh. So that is that for under secretion of thyroxine. Now, another thing that can lead to a very big problem when you have under secretion of thyroxine is goiter. One side of your neck will begin to swell. If you're an adult, even mostly in adults, one side of your neck will begin to swell. Have you seen people like that before?
Yes, sir.
Now, so this is because the person does not have sufficient amount of thyroxine, and because the person does not have a sufficient amount of thyroxine, it can lead to that swelling. So one of the ways in which you can balance your thyroxine levels is by consuming salts that contain iodine. 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 Consume salts that contain iodine. Some of you don't like eating salt. I'm not saying that too much of everything is bad, so you must take everything in moderation. But if you don't want to eat it at all, that's another problem. You are bringing another problem for yourself. So take salt, but don't take too much of it, because if you don't take salt because you feel like it's too much or you can lead to one problem or the other, then you are risking having this swelling of the neck. And most times it ends in surgery. You have to use surgical means to get rid of it. And if you are a girl, fine girl, Coke bottle shape, slay queen, if that kind of thing appears on your neck, your slay queen has ended. So, do you understand what I said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is the name that they give for people that are suffering from undersecretion of thyroxine. They call it hypothyroidism. It's the opposite of the other one. The first one I mentioned, hyperthyroidism. So this one is hypothyroidism. Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, we're looking at parathyroidism now. Parathyroidism. Now, in the case of parathyroid gland, parathyroid gland secretes a particular type of hormone which is known as parathormone. The spelling is Parathormone. Parathormone. Did you get the spelling?
Can you come again from a parathyroid gland? Sorry.
Yes, parathyroid gland is a gland that is found just at the back of thyroid gland, and it secretes a different hormone. And the hormone that it secretes is known as parathormone. The spelling is Parathormone. Did you get the spelling?
Yes, sir.
Yes, parathormone. Now, parathormone is very, very necessary because it helps in the production of calcium. It helps in the production of calcium, and you know the benefit of calcium. What are the benefits of calcium? Who knows the benefits of calcium?
A strong bone.
It's
Beautiful.
strong bone.
For strong bones, strong teeth.
Teeth.
Yes, that is the benefit of calcium. So that's the essence of the parathormone. Now we have undersecretion and oversecretion of parathormone. Okay. If parathormone is oversecreted, it will now reduce the amount of phosphate. It will reduce the amount of phosphates in blood. Phosphates in blood. PHOS PHATES. It will reduce the amount of phosphates in the blood. And when it reduces the amount of phosphates in the blood, that's benefits of giving strong teeth will do the reverse. You understand? It will do the reverse. Instead, it will make your bones and teeth to be brittle, to be weak. Instead of making it strong this time around, because of the absence of that phosphate, your bones will end up being weak. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So everything should be, there should be a balance. It should not be too much. Moderation is the key. You understand? So that is over secretion of thyroxine. And that kind of situation, they call it hyperparathyroidism. It sounded like a beat. Hyperparathyroidism. Hyperparathyroidism or more. So it is known as hyperparathyroidism. Can you spell it? Can you spell it? My people, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Spell for me now.
HYPEL
Okay. Okay.
PARA
Okay.
CHY
Okay.
ROI
Beautiful.
DIN.
DISM.
Okay, DISM. Okay. Okay.
Hyperparathyroidism. Oh, I feel like saying, oh, they've not paid me salary. Don't worry, when they pay me salary, I'll
It's not true.
hyperparathyroidism. Okay. Now, that is for hyperparathyroidism. Then if it is undersecreted, it's also a problem. If it is undersecreted, it can also lead to a problem. And that kind of problem is known as hypoparathyroidism. Just remove the hyper, the PER, and write PO. Hypoparathyroidism. Okay? What does this cause? This will reduce the amount of calcium in the body. And when it reduces the amount of calcium in the body, it looks like the opposite. It will increase the amount of phosphates in the body, which is also good. Everything should be balanced. Then it can lead to tetany. 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 What is tetany? Tetany is a situation whereby your body will not be able to control muscles. There are certain body parts that will not be able to control the movement of muscles. Certain body parts will not be able to control the movement of muscles. There was one guy in my secondary school, Samson Oyebade. Samson Oyebade. Oh God, I shouldn't have mentioned his name, sha. Anyway, this guy, anytime you see him in class, his eyes is always twitching. The eye is always moving uncontrollably. So me, that first time I saw it, I was like, all this guy is not blinking at me. I beg, I know did that level. I know did that level. So it was one day the teacher now called our attention. I was asking him, why are you blinking at me? What is the problem? We stop that nonsense. Then the guy said that it's not me, sir. I cannot control it. That is how that's how I find the situation. I cannot control it. So that's how I knew that this guy is having this issue. We call it tetany. You understand? Under secretion of parathormone. You understand? So certain body parts will not be able to, you won't be able to control the movement of certain body parts. It's not only eye, it can happen anywhere. Just imagine if it just happened on one side of your back, maybe mommy bum bum. That's not natural to occur. So just imagine that it happens on one side of your bum bum, just moving, the muscles just moving uncontrollably. You understand? It can happen in any part of the body. Are you there with me? Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is under secretion of parathormone.
Sir,
Okay. Go ahead.
please, you know, albinos, their
Mm,
eyes used to shake.
okay.
So does it mean that this status, what is saying? Is it what is happening to them?
That one is a bit different. In the case of albinism, that one is due to hereditary inheritance. That
Okay.
is because they don't have melanin. They don't have melanin in their skin. They don't have melanin in their hair. They don't have melanin in their eyes, even in those in the pupils of their eyes. So the reason why their eye is moving is twitching. It's twitching. They are very sensitive to any form of light, any intensity of light. It makes their eyes to twitch. So that one is different. Do you
Okay,
get me?
sir.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Now that I've spoken for some time, I want to find out whether I've been breaking palm kernel for a fowl. You know what? You know what it means to break palm kernel for a fowl. You will break palm kernel and give it to the fowl. The fowl will just be looking at you. You won't eat it. Meaning that I want to find out whether my effort has been wasted. Excuse, can you please recall thyroid gland and parathyroid gland? What have you learned? Come on, I know you're intelligent. Uh-uh. Oh boy, we were just turn cemetery, yeah. Why the silence now? Talk. Vera, Jola, Ginger, Vera on fire. Show them. School us, Jerry.
Oh, I didn't remember. I came late. That's why.
Okay. What's that your name again?
Emanuela.
Okay, you're welcome. And Shamshuddin, how far are you now? Are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You have anything to say about thyroid gland, parathyroid gland?
The first in metabolism,
Yeah, that's thyroid gland.
and next in the growth of certain body parts.
Yeah, I want to ask, what kind of hormone does thyroid gland produce? It's not only for him, or if you know the answer, also assist him. What kind of
Thyroid,
hormone?
I
You say? Go on, go ahead, talk now.
said thyroid is
Thyroxine. That's the hormone,
a
thyroxine. Very good. Okay, yeah, say something. Now, when there is oversecretion of thyroxine and undersecretion, what happens? Somebody else say something.
thyroid also.
Okay, you want to say something? What do you say?
I said inside it makes them slim,
You say the child will be what?
slim,
Playing.
She said
yes,
lean,
slim,
lean.
Say it again. I bet one more time. It's like my ears. There's something wrong with my ear.
slim.
Playing.
Lean.
Mm.
Okay, lean. You know you're speaking English, Queen's English now. I'm trying to get what you're saying. Oh. So the child will be lean. What else?
The child will be restless.
Restless. Beautiful. So if it is under secret, what happens?
Inability to develop mentally.
Yes, the child will not develop mentally. Very good. And I gave you a condition for that. What's the name of that condition? It starts with C.
Cretinism,
Cretinism. Yes, the child will be having cretinism. It will be cretinic. Mm. Apart from cretinism, what about the swelling in the neck? What's it called? Due to lack of thyroxine. You
What
should be
is
able to remember. You see, let me tell you something. That is why I always say stories. I always talk about little experiences that I encounter. I'm not saying those things so that you can just laugh about it too. I'm saying those things so that you can relate what I'm saying to those stories and you remember. You know, it's human nature. People like stories. People not naturally like stories, especially girls. Or more they like story. So but I don't lie now. I like. So once you link the story to what I'm teaching, you'll be able to remember. Mm.
But that one you are talking about is in adults. They usually have a swelling of the leg of the neck.
Now, so yes, I said apart from cretinism, what other thing can cause can under secretion of thyroxine cause? That's what I was expecting you to say. You understand?
We have not mentioned the one of the child. The child is sluggish, unable to comprehend.
Yes, we mentioned it now. That's cretinism now. That's cretinism.
Okay.
Mm. So that is that. All right. We're looking at another one. I believe you know everything about parathyroid gland, so there's no need to go over that one. We're looking at another one again. Let's look at another one. We are traveling to the adrenal gland. Adrenal gland. So you can see the diagram.
I can't see it.
You can't see this adrenal gland.
Maybe it's my network. I'm not seeing. It's blank. Yeah.
Wonderful. Is there anybody else that can see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So adrenal gland is found on top of the kidney. It is found on top of the kidney, and it produces three important hormones. It produces adrenaline. It produces noradrenaline. You just add NOR before the adrenaline, and it also produces cortisol. Cortisol. Cortisol rather. Cortisol. Cortisol. You get it?
Can you come again? It produces what? Adrenaline.
I said adrenal gland produces adrenaline. If it's the spelling that is worrying you, tell me now. Don't say come again. If it's no, it's the spelling. You tell me that it's the spelling.
It's not the spelling.
Sir, please,
Okay.
but sir, I hope you send us notes.
For sure now.
Okay, sir.
Mm. It's just that. See, it's just that some of the things I will say here might not be. The note is a summarized form. So some of the
Okay.
things might not be. That's why it's good for you to jot. Still jot. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
So adrenaline is spelled ADRENALINE. Adrenaline.
I got
Comma.
it.
I know you get it. I know you get it. Then we have noradrenaline. You just put NOR, then you spell the adrenaline again. Comma. And then the last one, cortisol. 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 So these are the different types of hormones that we have in the adrenal gland. Can I start explaining them one by one?
Yes.
Okay. The first one is adrenaline. Adrenaline helps in metabolic uh, actions. Metabolic actions such as respiration, digestion, heartbeat, etc. I said adrenaline helps in the body for metabolic processes or actions such as respiration, breathing, still respiration, heartbeat, and digestion. So that's what etc. That's what adrenaline does. Okay. Now adrenaline can also still on adrenaline. Adrenaline can also help in emergency situation. That's why it's called emergency hormone. It can also help in emergency situations. You understand? Maybe you are under stress, you are facing anxiety. Like let's say for a woman that's about to give birth, you understand? You will see the husband will pacing around. If you add all the kilometer and the movement of the walk, the husband has been walking up and down. He can even reach 100 meters, just pacing around because he's panicking. You understand? So adrenaline is released within that period. Yeah, you know what you say? Or is it my voice that's echoing?
It seems somebody's mic is on. That's why.
Okay, please put off your these things. Yeah, put off your speaker. I mean, is it speaker? You put off your mic. Off your mic. So as I was saying, the adrenaline is being released during emergency situations. And apart from that, adrenaline helps in fight or flight response. It helps in what? Fight or flight response. Can I tell you a story of how adrenaline? Can I say help me or yeah? Can I tell you a story? Uh, can I tell you a story?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We went for an event when I was young, when I was like 10 years old or so. We went for an event. So it was an event that required family gathering. You understand? Different families from different societies and all that. So while I was there was no space to sit down. I already had my seat. When this fat guy came and told me that I should stand up. I told him, for what? Why should I stand up for you? Then he punched me. As he punched me, I was like, what gave this guy this was such morale to punch me like that? The brother was now telling me that I should just obey him and just stand up. I said, I'm not standing up. For what? The guy punched me and I told him that I don't know where this thing just came out of my mouth. I just told him, and I know I cannot beat him. And I just told him that, see, I'll beat you. Then the guy was down. He was just hooked on that line that I mentioned. I will beat you. Hi. The guy started disturbing me that we should go and fight. That he knows where to carry me to, so that we'll go and fight. So after much pressure, now myself, now I don't want to show that I'm less of a guy now. So I stood up. I said, "Hey, let's go." I thought the brother was going to follow. The brother didn't follow. So when I went there, all this while I was not afraid because the guy was fat. I was looking at the guy like this guy cannot do anything. He can't kill a bird or he can't even do anything. So while we were there, the guy now told me that I should punch him. No defense whatsoever. I just left his face for me. I punched him very well. The guy said, "That's a good one. That's a good. You try. I said, when I heard that word, you try. It now dawned on me that it be like say, it be like say I'm facing the wrong opponent too. So I punched him again. The guy said, yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad. You can do better than that. Do it again. As I was about to punch in the last one, that's when the guy grabbed my hand. I don't even know how, just like magic, abracadabra. I found myself on the ground, and the guy was twisting my hand. The guy was twisting my hand. I was now shouting, "Jesus, help me, oh, help me, oh." The guy no agree. He wanted to break my hand. So I now told him that, okay, I'll give you the seed. The guy says it's too late. So thank God his hand was very close to my mouth. I bit his finger and I ran away. See me, still trying to prove myself. I will still went back to the same spot. The brother now asked, "Where's my brother?" I said, "I've beaten him that he's licking his wounds." Or more. When the guy came, the brother now told him that this guy said he beat you up. Oh. That's what made him to be furious. He said, "Oh, let us go and fight. Let us go and fight." I told him, "Oh, God, I've beaten you. I don't want to beat you again." I beat you. I don't want to beat you again. The guy started disturbing me mercilessly. So at a point, I know I cannot beat him. So I just forgot about all the nonsense he was saying. But at that point in time, nature hooked up on me. I needed to make use of the loo, the toilet. I was pressed. So when I went to the toilet, that time he already calmed down. The brother told him that I've gone again. Oh. He started chasing me. I entered the toilet. You didn't know which one I entered. You know this kind of toilet that has opening up and down. Yeah? You know this kind of toilet, right?
Yes, yes.
So the guy was saying, "Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?" One elderly man was asking her, "Please, who are you looking for?" I said, "I'm looking for my brother." I just froze. So I didn't want him to see my leg because he knows the kind of shoe I wore. I was just squatting on the toilet seat. So the guy was looking for me. He was banging all the doors. There was also this particular door. The door refused to open. That's how the guy down climb on his stool and hit me on the head. Oga, come outside. It's as if I saw a ghost. I said, "Oh, I'm dead." So I was thinking, how will I survive? How will I survive this thing? That this guy is going to kill me. That's how the devil now said, "My son, no, God forbid, I'm not the devil's son." The devil now said, "Just look to your right." As I looked to my right, I saw a toilet brush. Hmm. I forced something to come out. Oh. Then I used the toilet brush, mixed it very well. As I opened the door, the guy wanted to blow me. I said, "Hey, hey, 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 hey." I carried the toilet brush. Say, "If you come near me, I will baptize you with this thing." The guy was not afraid. That's how I escaped from the guy. You understand? So adrenaline, they can make you to be afraid. It can make you to undergo fight or flight response. Like the one I just undergo now was flight response. I was running for my life. That is flight response. Then the fight response is that you can stand and face the situation. There are certain people that once this adrenaline is being released, they want to fight the situation. They're even looking for the wahala. Where they happen, where they happen, where they happen. You understand? They're even looking for the wahala. You understand? So such people, they have this fight response whenever adrenaline is released. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Mm. Ella, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Shamshuddin, do you understand?
Yes,
Hello?
yes, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So that is that for adrenaline. Then we have noradrenaline. Now you'll be thinking that noradrenaline is the opposite. It's not the opposite. Noradrenaline keeps the action going. Like now, if somebody is experiencing a fight response or flight response, noradrenaline keeps the action going. It makes that process to continue. It doesn't allow that process to diminish at that point in time. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then cortisol. Cortisol is released when you are stressed, when you are facing a stressful situation. So in order to calm you down, that hormone known as cortisol is released. You understand? So like now, when I escaped from that guy, cortisol was released, and I was very very calm. You understand? So that's the essence of these hormones that are found in the body. Now for adrenaline, some of the features that you observe when somebody is having the release of adrenaline is the pupils. The pupils of the eye will be dilated. You know that black spot or brown spot on your eye? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it will go wider. It will grow wider. You know, we are black Africans, so you can't really see it. But if it's those people that are from Europe, they have different types of colors, like green, like blue, all sorts of color. You'll be able to see it easily. Yes, and such things, such adrenaline can also be released when you have when there's emotional build up. I don't know whether you've experienced a situation whereby when your favorite song comes on, and then you begin to see goosebumps all over your body. Eh? Have you experienced something like that before?
Yes, sir.
Or you are just moving around, then your role model, maybe a superstar, maybe a star or Thames or all those kind of superstar that you know. You just see that person close by, you'll be like, "Oh my god, oh my god, I used to follow you, I used to." You understand that kind of stuff. Your adrenaline level will also increase. You have goosebumps, and then your pupil will be also be dilated. And then when you see a crush, somebody that you long for, anytime you see the person, your heart skips. all of a sudden the person just comes near you. You understand? Your eyes too will be dilated. Ladies, am I speaking your mind? Is that not what happens to you?
Not only ladies, not only ladies.
Okay, okay, both ladies and guys. Shamsuddin, has that
No,
happened to you before?
Especially
no,
guys.
Shamsuddin, has it happened to you before?
no.
No, okay, okay. Okay, yeah. How old are you, Shamsuddin? Sorry to ask.
17.
Okay, yeah, good boy. Continue to be a good boy, yeah? Until you get
Yes.
married. Yeah. So that is that for adrenaline. You know, adrenaline, and your last one I mentioned, which was what? Cortisol. All right. From what I've explained, can you do a recap? Function of adrenaline, noradrenaline, and cortisol.
That's an emergency situation.
Shamsuddin, can you speak up a bit? Your voice is kind of low.
That's an emergency situation for
O-
adrenaline.
Okay. Is that all?
Yes.
Talk more now.
No, adrenaline is keep the action going.
Beautiful. Then the last one, cortisol. Ella.
It releases during stress to
Ah,
calm the person.
ah. This guy, you're auto. You're my class captain for this title. So that is what they do. Now let's look at the next one. Let's look at pancreas. Pancreas. Pancreas is found in the abdominal region. Sometimes it's referred to as islet of Langerhans. Sometimes it's referred to as islet of Langerhans. It seems I'm speaking another language, Abi.
Can you come again? Pancreas is what?
Pancreas is found in the abdominal region. It's found in the abdominal region, close to the intestine, the small intestine, to be precise, the duodenum, Duodenum. And it's also known as islet of Langerhans. The spelling of islet is Islets. Islets. Then Langerhans, Langerhans. Islets of Langerhans. Did you get the spelling?
I didn't get the longer hands.
The Langerhans is spelled
Okay.
Langerhan, then S.
All right.
Langerhans. Okay. Now, pancreas plays two roles. It helps in the secretion of enzymes, and it also helps in the secretion of hormones. Are you getting me? It helps in the secretion of enzymes, and it also helps in the secretion of hormones. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Now, the type of enzymes that it secretes. It secretes three types of enzymes, which are amylase, AMYLASE, AMYLASE. Now, what's the function of amylase? Amylase helps to break down starch to maltose. That's the function
Substance,
of
come back, come back.
Come back. Where are you lost? Which forest are you lost in?
After the secretion of enzymes and hormones, what do you
Okay.
say next?
I was now talking about the different types of enzymes that pancreas secretes. Hmm?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay. So number one is amylase. 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 Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Function of amylase. Amylase helps to break down starch to maltose. Amylase helps to break down starch to maltose. Maltose is spelled Maltose. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pancreas also releases lipase or lipase. Lipase. Lipase.
Sir, come back again. Pancreas.
Pancreas also releases lipase, which is another enzyme. Lipase. Lipase. Did you get it? Ella, did you get it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Then the lipase, what does the lipase do? The lipase helps to break down fats and oil. It helps to break down fats and oil to fatty acids and glycerol. It helps to break down fats and oil to fatty acids and glycerol. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Then the last one is trypsin. The last one is trypsin. It's spelled Trypi no Try
Yes.
PSIN PSIN Trypsin trypsin.
Okay.
Now the function of trypsin. Trypsin helps to break down peptones from protein. It helps to break down peptones, Peptones. It helps to break down peptones from protein to polypeptides. You should be familiar with that word now, polypeptides. Should I spell it for you or you know the spelling?
Sir, please spell.
Polypeptides. Spell poly as in
Mm-hmm.
polytechnic. Poly.
Is it
Spell poly.
pep?
Yes, pep.
Is it
Then
okay?
PEPTIDES. Polypeptides.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that is by the way. All those enzymes is by the way. The main focus is hormones. So we're looking at the kind of hormones that pancreas produces. It produces two important hormones. It produces how many?
So
How many hormones did I say it produces that are very important to the body?
Too important.
Yes, two important hormones, which are insulin. 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 Did you get the spelling?
yes, yes.
Okay. And glucagon. Glucagon. The spelling of glucagon is Glucagon. Glucagon. Did you get the spelling?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Now, their functions.
Okay.
Insulin helps to convert. Insulin helps to convert excess glucose. Excess glucose to glycogen. And then it stores this glycogen in places like the liver. I repeat, Insulin helps to convert excess glucose or sugar in the body to glycogen, and then it stores this glycogen in places like the liver. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then, function of glucagon. Glucagon helps to reconvert. That means it helps to turn this glucose, or this glycogen rather. It turns the glycogen back to glucose, especially when the body needs it. So the function of glucagon is to reconvert or turn the glycogen back to glucose, especially when the body needs it. Do you understand?
Mm.
Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Vera, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Class, Vera, class captain, are you following?
Why did you make me class captain?
You have been very active now. So that is what it does. Okay. Now, um, when there is undersecretion and oversecretion, all right, let me talk about oversecretion first. When there is oversecretion of insulin, when there is oversecretion of insulin, it is known as hyperglycemia. It is known as hyperglycemia. Spell
Sir, please
hyper.
come again. Oh,
Madam, oh, I said when there is oversecretion. Do you hear what I say? What did I say now?
when there is over secretion.
Yes, when there is oversecretion of insulin,
Mm-hmm.
mhm, it leads to a situation known as hyper, hyper, glycemia, glecemia, hyperglycemia. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now, once there's oversecretion of insulin, it leads to hyperglycemia. The person will have low blood sugar. The person will have low blood sugar, and that's even the worst. That's even worse than diabetes. If you have low blood sugar, that is, you have very low sugar. I know some people will be like, ah, after all, I don't have sugar. If you have low blood sugar, it's the worst because you can die instantly, especially when the crisis period comes. You can die on the spot. So people, I've observed a particular person that was having his crisis period. He had low blood sugar, and they had to give the person on the spot 3 bottles of Coke. He had to finish 3 bottles of Coke on the spot in order to raise up his sugar level. So that one is even the worst too. So it leads to low blood sugar, and then it leads to increased appetite for food. Increased appetite for food. So somebody that has too much of insulin, it will be it will have this insatiable desire for food. You'll be eating profusely. Anyhow, you can eat 10 times in a day and you still feel like eating. The mouth must move. Anyhow, you get. So that's because he has oversecretion of insulin. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then the next one I want to talk about is hypoglycemia. 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 In the case of hypoglycemia, it's a situation whereby the person has less amount of insulin in the body. The person has what? Less amount of insulin in the body. When the person has less amount of insulin in the body, it is known as hypoglycemia. And this can lead to serious conditions like diabetes mellitus. The spelling is DIABETISMELLITUS.
Sir, please come back.
The spelling.
No. After less amount of insulin in the body.
Yes, so in a situation whereby somebody is suffering from hypoglycemia, the person has less amount of insulin in the body, which can lead to diabetes mellitus.
Mm-hmm.
So diabetes mellitus is spelled DIABETISMELLITUS. Diabetes mellitus. Okay, what does that mean? That means that the person cannot tolerate the amount of sugar in the body. It also means that the person will have high blood sugar. You get me? And some of the symptoms that the person might experience, the person will be feeling weak. The person will have less appetite for food. The person will not be feeling hungry. Will be having less appetite for food. The person will be looking lean without trying. The person will emaciate without even trying. You know what I mean by trying, when you undergo exercise and all those stuff like that. So if all of a sudden somebody that was looking very fat is looking very lean, you ask the person, what happened? What's happening to you now? If you say I'm watching my weight, you just know that maybe it could be diabetes. You could be suffering from diabetes or something like that. So diabetes mellitus will make the person look lean. The person will be weak, and if it continues like that, organs will be affected because sugar blocks blood flow process, meaning that certain blood substances containing nutrients will not be able to get to certain body cells that you need to get to. So sugar can block the entrance of nutrients and other things, other derivatives that is brought about by blood. And when it does that, that means the cells in that particular area will begin to die. And a common place that sugar plays a very vital role in blockage, in causing havoc, is the legs. That's why many people that suffer from diabetes, they end up chopping their legs off. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So it's not as if too much sugar, because there are some people that can consume sugar and they don't have problem. Because you know why it's like that? Because their body is producing sufficient amount of insulin. But if your body is not producing sufficient amount of insulin, that is where you're going to expose yourself to this problem. So, like I was saying, it can affect the legs, it can affect any part of the body, but the major places that it affects is the legs, and then the eye. It can damage the eye, the person will lose his vision. So, all that enjoyment that you people are enjoying, you gotta be very, very careful. You gotta start to do things with moderation. We have two types of diabetes. We have type 1 diabetes, we have type 2 diabetes. If it's type 1 diabetes, that one is inherited. You've inherited the genes for that diabetes. That means your papa and mama, they carry dash you on a platter of gold. They dash you that one. You understand? You inherited it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that one, there is no cure. You just have to follow the instruction of a dietitian, food nutritionist. Follow them to the letter. Just like in Nigeria, I don't even think I don't even think we value all these nutritionists and dietitians. It's high time we start valuing them because the rate of diabetes in this country is just too much. And the foods that we eat is also encouraging it as well. Morning, bread and tea. Bread has sugar, milk has sugar. You will still put sugar. You will still put cowbell chocolate or something like that. Afternoon, eba has sugar. Eba has sugar enough. Night, fufu has sugar. Our fruit nko, orange has sugar. Pawpaw has sugar. Banana has sugar. You understand? So it is high time we need a nutritionist to be telling us the kind of foods that we should be eating. You understand? So that you don't accumulate this thing in the body. There was one particular man, the man said he hates sugar, that he doesn't like eating sugar, but he does not joke with fufu. Fufu morning, afternoon, night. He does not joke with it at all. And he ended up having diabetes at the end of the day. They now started breaking it down for him that you have diabetes because of your consumption of too much sugar. And he was saying that he doesn't consume sugar. They now told him that from the food that you ate, all this fufu, that it has complex sugar that it has built up in your body over time. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you also take things in moderation. Then the other one, type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is caused by what you consume. Yes. What you like eating chocolate, especially you girls, shortbread. You'll be whining us guys to buy you shortbread, buy you yogurt, buy you popcorn. All those things. And you think you are cheating us, you are ripping us. You don't know that you are doing yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you end up with diabetes, it's a problem. Oh. Mhm. So, as I was saying, it's due to the kind of diet that you engage in. That's why they say you are what you eat. So if you eat all those kind of foods, it's going to have an effect on your body. You get what I'm saying? But in the case of type 2 diabetes, you can be lucky to escape it because if you follow the instruction of a dietitian, if you also engage in exercise, it can burn down the sugar level in your body. It can get rid of the sugar level in your body. You can easily escape that one. That one you can find a salvation. You can find redemption from that one. But in the case of type 1 diabetes, that one is for life. You have to manage it for life. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Vera, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Shamshuddin, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're done with pancreas. Now we're looking at another one. We are looking at ovary. We'll look at ovary for women. Then we'll look at testes for man. So no, let me not start with ovary for women. The women will be shy. The women here will be shy. Let me start with men. Mm. Testes. All right. Like I said, the testes are round. They are round, circular kind of balls that are found in the male reproductive system. We have two of them. You understand? And it helps in the production of a particular hormone known as testosterone. You know, we are dealing with hormones, so we focus on the hormone. So it helps in the production of the hormone known as testosterone. Okay. Now this testosterone is spelled as TESTOSTERONE. Testosterone. Did you get the spelling?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Function of testosterone. Testosterone, it helps in creating the secondary characteristics that are found in males. The secondary characteristics. When I mean secondary characteristics, I'm talking about all those features that makes a boy to be matured. You understand? So number one, it helps to increase your voice box, to deepen your voice box. Initially, everybody was sounding like girls. Mommy, I want to eat Indomie. Mommy, I'm hungry. I want to eat Indomie. But when the thing sets in, your voice gets bigger. That's when you begin to know that you are becoming a man gradually. You understand? Mommy, I'm hungry. You know that you are becoming a man. So it deepens the voice box. Then another thing is that it makes you look muscular as a man. It makes you look muscular. You need to have this muscular physique. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? It's like you people are sleeping, oh. Wake up, wake up.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then another thing is again, it also helps in the development of hairs in the private parts, the pubic areas. That does not mean you should allow it to grow like Sambisa forest. Always cut it once in a while. Maintain hygiene. So it allows hairs to grow in pubic areas. That's another thing that testosterone does. Then testosterone, it helps in the development of the male organ. It helps in the development of the male organ. So that is that. Any question thus far?
No, sir.
Vera, are you still there?
Oh, I'm fully present.
Okay. So that is that about testosterone. Now I'm going to talk about oversecretion and undersecretion. Pay attention, oh, so that in case you find your future darling, eh, and you begin to see these signs, you know what to do. All right, number one, if it is oversecreted, the individual will have a very well developed organ. The rod of Moses, that is the penis, will be well developed. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I remember back in there in my second, I went to a boarding school now. If I'm boring you with my story, you tell me. Oh. I went to a secondary school now. So we used to bath in a lounge. Everybody used to bath in a lounge. You see juniors running, Jesus, Jesus, this thing is too big. You see, you just be shouting. Until I saw one day, it looked like anaconda. I thought, Jesus, Jesus, what kind of deal? That's because it is well developed. This is biology, right? Is this not biology?
Yes, sir.
We're talking about biology. That's because it's well developed, because of this oversecretion of testosterone. You get me? Another thing about people like this that have oversecretion of testosterone, they have insatiable desire for kerewa, sex. Insatiable desire for sex. That's why I say that this information will help you a lot, because if you end up marrying somebody that has this oversecretion of testosterone, you will know where the problem is coming from. The guy is never ever satisfied. You just finished 5 rounds now. He's telling you, baby, 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 let's. Are you? You know you're tired. Baby, 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 let's go again. See, this information is very vital because it has led to the breakup of so many marriages. You get me what I'm saying? So many marriages have crashed because this one is claiming partner cannot satisfy all this kind of stuff. It's because of these hormones that I'm talking about. So you have to look for somebody that is compatible, somebody that can, if it's your 1 round that you can give, you will manage your 1 round. You understand? That's what people they have to do 10 rounds before they are satisfied. You get me? Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then, if it is undersecreted, it's also a problem. That's why I say everything must be balanced. Everything must be balanced. If it is undersecreted, it's also a problem. The person's male organ will not be well developed. It will be looking like something like earthworm, very small, very tiny. Then the person will not also have desire for sex. It's just like that. He just doesn't care. He doesn't want to. It's just like that. And take note, this estrogen that we're talking about and testosterone, you can find it in both male and female. You can find this hormone in both male and female. It's just that testosterone is more in male compared to the estrogen. Then estrogen is more in female compared to testosterone. That is why, let me give you an instance. That is why, for some men, you see some men, they look like women. You understand? They have man boobs. I imagine that kind of thing. Sometimes some of them even have back. Even the other girl will be looking at the back and say, I wish I had this kind of back. So, what am I trying to say? It means that there's an imbalance of hormone. The man has more of estrogen than testosterone. Even some of them, they have beards and begin to talk like a girl. Hi. It's so disgusts me. I don't like that kind of stuff. So it happens. I beg, talk to me if you are with me. Because
Yes,
it's like if you
sir.
are sleeping.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then likewise, women, but I'll talk about that of women when I get to women. Let me just finish this one. So the person will not have desire for sex if it's undersecreted. That is for testosterone. Now, can I go into that of women?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. In the case of women, let's look at the diagram. The hormone estrogen is majorly produced in the ovary. It's majorly produced in the ovary. And that's not the only hormone that is produced. Another hormone that is produced in the ovary is progesterone. Progesterone. Let me start off with progesterone. Progesterone helps in taking care of the baby as from conception to birth. So it helps to take care of the baby while the baby is inside the uterus or womb. That's the function of progesterone. That is why they call progesterone the pregnancy hormone. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the other
It
one,
helps,
estrogen.
how is, it
Yes, yes,
helps
go
in
on.
taking care of the baby from where?
From the point of conception to birth, to when the
Alright.
baby has been given birth to. Hmm? Do you get?
Yes, sir.
So that's the function of progesterone. That's why they call it the pregnancy hormone. Now the next one we're looking at is oestrogen. Oestrogen is spelled Oestrogen. Oestrogen. Some people pronounce it as estrogen, but it's still the same thing. Sometimes the O is silent. Now, oestrogen is a hormone that helps women in their secondary characteristics. That their light voice. Hi, 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 baby girl. Oestrogen is responsible for that. You get me? That their cook champagne, cook bottle shape, almost, yeah, figure eight. I'm tea. Estrogen is responsible for that. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Their smooth skin. Oh, some of them their skin are so smooth, so fine, shiny. Estrogen is responsible for that. Hairs in pubic areas. Estrogen is also responsible for that. Just like I said to the boys, don't allow it to grow like Sambisa forest. Maintain hygiene, sha. So estrogen is responsible for that. Then development of their I don't like mentioning it. Yanya, we should understand what I'm talking about. Yanya. Estrogen is responsible for that. Okay, let me just say it for biological sake. Vagina. Estrogen is responsible for that. You get me? The girls don't want to talk again. Is that the vex?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No,
We are
sir.
here.
Thanks for waiting.
So estrogen is responsible for that. Okay. Oversecretion and undersecretion. If it is oversecreted in a female, that one too is not good. Though. You begin to wonder why some married women they are going outside to go and do a away match. That's because they are not satisfied. Their estrogen level is high, so they don't care. They don't care. They don't care whether it's abomination or whatever. They don't care. They go and do it outside. That is because their estrogen level is too high. That is why you have to find somebody. Pray to God that God should lead you to the person that will be able to withstand your 10 rounds, your 14 rounds in one day. You understand? Otherwise, it can lead to problems. That is why so many married women, well to do women, they leave their husbands and they go and settle down with somebody as low as a mechanic, somebody as low as conductor, because that one can satisfy their, you know, satisfy them. So, as I was saying, if there is too much amount of estrogen, the person will have insatiable desire for sex, and then the reproductive this thing will be well developed. Yes, that is for oversecretion of estrogen. If it is undersecreted, it is also a problem. The person will not be well developed. As at the time it's supposed to be developed, it will not be developed like her colleagues. You still be looking like a baby. You still be looking like a child. You understand? Not knowing that this person is a matured human being. And again, the reproductive area will not be well developed. You know, there was a particular man in one particular church like that. The man has been eyeing this girl for a very long time. The girl has been suffering him. At the end of the day, he got married to the girl. And then during a month, he came and started shouting in church that he doesn't want this marriage anymore. They were asking him, what's the problem? He could not talk. That's when he now came out open up to the pastor that the thing is not developed, that he's finding it difficult for penetration. The thing is not developed. That is because the girl was experiencing under secretion of estrogen. So that one is equally bad. Everything should be in moderation. Moderation. And I know I told you something about estrogen and testosterone in both male and female. It can also be applicable in females too. There are certain females that have more testosterone than estrogen. So when they have more testosterone than estrogen, they begin to show male characteristics. They begin to look like tomboy, all those kind of masculine females. Some of them even have beards. Have you seen a woman that has beards before?
Yes.
Very good. Then if it is too much, some of them, even their back looks flat like frying pan. Very flat. No juice at the back. That is because of under secretion, or that is because of over secretion of testosterone more than estrogen. There's an imbalance. You understand? And some of them even have deep voice. They even have deep voice. Like they say, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Some men, that is even what they want. You understand? Nobody can understand the meaning of love. Love comes in different ways. You get what I'm saying? So that is that about estrogen. There was one particular athlete they call Castor Semenya. I don't know whether you've been following up with all this information in the news. She was an athlete in South Africa. Did you hear about any female called Castor Semenya?
No, no.
Okay. She used to be a runner. So there was this particular event they were having. I think it was a world event. And before you could say Jack Robinson, she has already run to the end of the track. The white people they were bamboozled. They were bamboozled. The organizer another one, she's already at the front. They now look at her curiously. They say, "This is a man now. This one is a man now. How can you categorize this person as a female?" So when they checked, although our own situation was totally different, she was a hermaphrodite. She had both male and female organ. You know, so she had more of the male characteristics. So they told her, they advised her that she should go away from female sports, that she should not engage in female sport again. You get what I'm saying? So that is that. All right. Any question?
Yes, sir.
So we have looked at all the glands. Okay, there's this particular gland we talk about, pineal gland. Pineal gland. Pineal gland is found in the midbrain. Pineal gland. Sure, you see the diagram from the diagram, you can see the spelling there. Sure?
Yes, sir.
So pineal gland is found in the midbrain, and it secretes a hormone known as melatonin. M-E.
It's found here.
I said it's found in the midbrain. M-I-D, then brain. It's found in the midbrain, and it secretes a hormone known as melatonin. M-E-L-A-T-O-N-I-N. Melatonin. Now, the function of melatonin. Melatonin helps in the sleep and wake cycle. It helps in the sleep and wake cycle, meaning that it lets you to know when to wake up and when to sleep. Like me personally, I don't know about others, but for me personally, once it's 2:30, I don't even need to listen to any alarm or whatever. I'm already awake. So that is the time melatonin tells me to wake up. You get me? Then around 10, 11, my melatonin always tells me to sleep.
Sir, is it melatonin or melatonin?
Mela. Just like
Okay.
you're from, just like you now, you remove the M. Ella, Mela,
Okay,
Mela.
sir.
So melatonin, Melatonin. You get it? You get it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now I want to hear from your own point of view. Can you talk to me about testosterone and estrogen? Talk about the over
Okay.
secretion and under secretion too.
Sir. No.
Wow, what's
Sir,
there now? What's there now?
testosterone, it
Okay.
helps in this thing in pubic area, that is hair. Abi.
Okay.
It helps in the voice.
Yes. Increases one's voice, deepens one's
Yes.
voice.
Yes. Muscle.
Yes. It increases the muscle tone. Go on.
Yes. And the is it, will I say
The-
sperm?
no.
Okay, sir.
Development of the male organ, the penis.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Then the ovary. No. The estrogen. Abi,
Yes.
it
Uh huh.
helps in the pubic side,
Okay.
the voice, the skin,
Okay.
the
Like
shape.
your own, right?
Sir.
Continue.
So that's all.
Okay.
The over secretion
Okay.
is like, urge for something like mm, too much of it.
Urge for what? Be clear. Be
Sex,
conspicuous.
so sir,
Okay. Yeah. Go on.
too much of sex, urge for sex every
Okay.
time. uh And why the other one is like, it's just normal, 2 minutes. Okay,
That
go.
one. That one. That you add your own. That you add that one. Oh. I don't talk anything 2 minutes. Oh. Are you done?
Yes, sir. Sir, do you have another question?
Okay. Questions. Because of the time, I think we'll continue. It's like I'm almost done. Let me check what I still have some things to say.
Sir,
Okay,
please, this subtopic is from where in textbook?
check animal hormones. Check animal hormones under endocrine system. Check animal hormones. If you don't see endocrine system, just look at animal hormones. You will see it in essential biology textbook, modern biology
So I'm
textbook.
using Idodome College Biology.
It should be there now. Check the
So
content.
should I? Is it animal nutrition?
No, check
Okay.
under homeostasis, regulation of internal environment. You will see it there. Are you checking now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you will see it there.
Hormonal what?
Check animal hormones or hormonal
That is hormonal coordination in
yes,
animals
check.
and plants.
Yes. Check
Okay, sir.
hormonal.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
So the next time we meet, we'll talk about hormones in plants.
Okay, sir.
Mr. Shamshuddin.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Shamshuddin, any question?
No, sir.
Sir,
Did you
are
under?
these the questions?
Yeah, these are the questions that I want you to look at. I'll send it. It's merged with the note.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So, Mr. Shamshuddin, did you understand the topic for today? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Miss Vera, class captain, are you there with me? I hope no issue.
No
No
issues.
All right, now let's call it a day now. Me, I'm
Yes,
already
sir.
exhausted.
Thank you, sir. Good night,
Mm.
sir.
Take good care of
Thank you,
yourself.
sir.
Bye.
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 Oh.